on Thursday, the 24th of November 2016. It's the 1-week celebration for Nana Efia Kobisawa Ampin II, 13th Asantehima of the Ashanti Kingdom. She went home to her village last week, as they say it. And this week, as custom demands, there's a celebration of life, 1 week celebration, and it will bring together the people of the Ashanti region and the royalty, the regular people, dignitaries, politicians, business people, everybody to come to mourn with the Asantini who's lost his mother. I'm about to do a first time in history interview, an interview with an executioner who is on my right now. Pacho, morning. Pacho, your friend say? Yao entry. Pacho na also.
Pacho, your friend me
Kwekuduku. And a yao entry. Pacho, do you want to here?
Oh, me funeral da kweta.
Okay.
Ba me dumuni.
Okay.
Okay. I was a second crime. I'm interested
na second who the day?
Secretary, the boss and then after could be so one penny at this year home by.
Okay. Pacho also.
So me a farmer.
Okay.
Na Asantehima watching bia your friend Aduman Kuma. And not it one and anom. Ebe kwa ko twetire and aba ko ye bibia. Twene di anim na Asantehima akro be ko ba bi na twene ne kan ho a. Na Asantehima ntimi nko. Be twene kafo baako. Etna me wa harmony.
All right, so in case you don't understand, he's one of the umbrella carriers, and this is one of the executioners who has threatened to use his stuff, hopefully not on me. There's a lot of music behind. There's a traditional troupe, traditional priests and performers doing their thing behind us. I'm sure you can see the pictures. And I want to find out from my guests what the significance of this day is. But let me just first of all introduce the next man. Pacho, Nana, Michiao. Pacho, your friend say? Kwekudia. Pacho, we are Otum for Brandy. Okay. Now, and then in a year, now watch celebration. Now, who is saying?
I'm not going to here. They say, I'm a man, the house and the woman behind it. She said, then a year and BBR, and then you're about to Asanteman. It's an opera, your first year. I'm a man now, two walk up for Busmark is agent, I have a baby here. And so Asantehima, they will do for an animal. I don't know. Chilena, Asanteman never here. You would die everywhere.
So basically he's telling us that, well, he's here to mourn with everybody, and so we are going to see the generality of the Ashanti people, the kingdom, coming here to mourn with the Asantehini, because the Asantehima is also the Asantehini's mom, and she passed on, and today we are doing the traditional 1-week celebration to mark the death of the Asantehima. Now, Pacho, who baby, I to say more.
The Agate Kumasi for Asanteman. Say, and I say, what him, Shakubi, they didn't know to that. And Faye, a very first also. I said, you always say, a bluff with Jessica Woman. Oh, Nadia Bia, Nadia Bia, so. Can I not say a factory? I will have factory. The Sasa carrier, the boss, Yola, took a course of home by. And the boy has a 1 home by. Na de betu aka will be amla momla ne nafe na mese se kuma go tibi do ma me na wotwe da
na Asantehima no wa sha no da
oh ana me se me ye adumni no a me sa ye oduma kuma tire ma de da bia no ye be Asantehima ye be Asantehima ye dum fo ye be Asantehima pa enti wa hema de ye mi ayu se se kwa me kasa ho ma che ne bo be no nan no ye ni ade se ne ko dum akobo su detire asa ne ye ba Sunday Maria didn't me you. Then ya pa ya mama no ya nana no. Okoja ya gradi.
Yeah, so he's basically expressing his regrets at the passing of the Asantehima, and he says he shouldn't be too worried about the sounds that he's making from his knife. It's just to nothing will happen. Don't worry, I'm King Cat is safe in your hand. Pacho me that's why. Yo. Now, Pacho, now who baby Eka Asanteman na Ghana for? You sure what GH1 TV.
Takra me ka kire Asanteman nyina ne se ene Asanteman ani ato ani abre se kotomoja efi se ya nana afie se wa ampem ene ne wakra na wato na wonse do anu tie Asanteman nyina se omomra na yensu yɛn nana no na deɛ mɛka ne sɛ adebakɔ twene na me nua ne ka ho asɛm no adebakɔ twene yɛ twene bi a sɛ Asantema ɔhene bodwa ɛna obi firi tɔ ɛwɔ manhyia a sɛ twene no ama Asantema ntumi nkɔ ase nti yɛyɛ deɛ yɛyɛ tumufoɔ no yɛpɛ Asantema paa na mesrɛ Asantema nyina sɛ nɛ obia mpɛ ni ɔmɛhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ manhyia ha.
Medase Kweku. Medase. So he's basically calling all of the people in the Ashanti kingdom, the people around who are watching him, to come and mourn with them as they celebrate the life of the Asantehima. And for those of you who don't know what the 1 week celebration is about, I'm going to ask Nana to tell us a little bit about the 1 week celebration. But now, now what celebration? No, Asiani saying.
Now what you know, and I just say, the betray here. There's now I say that there be Yabriwa, there be Sieno, near in a year. Now to dance and I say today. Santiman here. The Adrian Jose, and I said, the father said, you get Abriwa quiet. It is Santiman, Diatu, that's a Danswa, Yenina Swaba, Yabi Abriwa quiet.
So for those of you who don't know the significance of the 1 week's celebration, it's basically a coming together of the people to, well, mourn with the family that has bereaved and also decide on a date that they will bury the person who has passed away. And so that is the significance of this particular event. It's almost like a funeral on its own right. So we're going to be seeing a lot of performances, a lot of people coming around to greet the bereaved families. And that is exactly how it will pan out today. And as you can probably see around, people are getting ready. Lots of media houses in the house here. And people are setting up canopies, making sure that this event will take place and at the right time and to fulfill the customary requirements that go with a particular event like this. Nana, last assembly will become.
Me can say, it's a sentiment, Yanana. How to for Sunday in the mammy. None of you could be say 1 pin. On what that for mono. It's in there. Santimatun African men, if you are a man in Accra, say, and there, and as Santimaya here, the Adrian and there be a year. Now, the Jana Quack, he said, nay, here, let me dear the news, and then the able to die, the bay every 1 year. Then enough you could be say 1 pin, and then the able to die, the bay in a year. That will be a young on that road. Says I don't know about Robert Poor. And then now to Tanzania, say,
Nana, that's you. Okay, bye bye. All right, Nana, which you, what are your friends saying?
Akosia
Pokua. Which a dinner where we have.
About the canyon crom, yes, Asanteman, you are grow a draw and a young crom. As I send Bissifia ha. Yenina, your baha, a bed diagro, a mass Antema Beshe, being who said the Asante, in 2 city.
So she's a traditional singer, and she's here to mourn with everybody. But over to Nyumba Kumami, over to solo, mami, why?
Yamia, Asantema, Yamia pa. Okotuzuma Bruku, that Draco, Mehuna money. We will come about Janabana, say, Wa Mehuna Manu, Yamia, boy, Asantema, Yamia pa.
Go to Nyumba. What's the who will be Eka GH1 for yet? You show what TV, you cost live this year. I cost live. Who will message me Eka Emma Obia?
Yeah, what can I say? Say Asanteman, near Takoa. Ya mammy, Preko pen and that for me. Two for mammy. Yes, Asanteman, any a man who also for men, say, ye may jam ye, Yenina, Yenyamian, and Yen Shedda. And they ain't shed that. And the baby, mamma, and Bob, and Sam will be a channel. Yeah, Cranachi, crop. You're more country as Asanteman.
Medase. Okay. Bye bye. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the performance and very beautiful voice. And basically, here, as part of the people who are mourning the passing of Nana Efia Kobe Sewa Ampem, the second, it also be Asantehima, 13th Asantehima of the Ashanti Kingdom. She reigned for 39 years and she passed away at the ripe age of 111. And we're here to observe the 1 week, the customary celebrations full of pomp and pageantry. I'll be getting a little bit more background from our colleague from Ultimate 106.9, Isaac Bediako. I'll be speaking with him shortly to give us some background to exactly what is going on here. But I'm sure you can see behind us what is happening with respect to performances from traditional priests, and people are dancing, they are performing all manner of very interesting rituals. And on the park, it's probably out of shot now, but canopies are going up, red and black canopies are going up, and people are getting ready for what will be a huge Deba to commemorate the passing of the Asanteman. And so, Beswap, I don't know if you have anything to say, if any messages you want to hear being read out for anybody here, I'd like to hear from you.
Right, I had wanted you to ask Nana before he left you, what kind of a queen mother was Nanefia Sewa Kobiampem, and indeed, how would they remember her? So should you chance any of them? Kindly put that, or those two questions to them for me. But I have a quick one from, what's his name again? Bonte Benjamin. And he says that my deepest condolence to Otufo Osetu II and Asanteman as they mourn the late Queen Mother of the land, the great Ohima Efia Kobi Sewa Ampem. She served her people well. And I think that I must agree with you, Bonte Benjamin. But Kafi as well, you remember I was asking early on that I read somewhere that she is the last of the Queen Mothers in her lineage. If you're able to find out for me as well, I'll be very much happy. And if that is the case, what will that mean? Who's going to be that Queen Mother who is going to be advising the chiefs, as they are installed? What does that mean to the Asanteman and indeed their traditions?
I'll get that information from you pretty shortly. But let me first of all speak to my friend. By the way, if you have any condolence messages, if anybody is watching right now, have any messages that you want to send to on behalf of yourself and your family to commiserate with the Asanteman's family, well, WhatsApp them 0288-500-600. I'm sure Queen B will read as many of them as possible. Okay, let me speak with my guest here. Nana, and to say, what's your friend saying?
Nase Owusu Paswampa.
Nase Owusu Paswampa.
Pasasrehu.
Would you heavy papa? Now, I didn't know you were. Okay. Now, Asanteman, what call the baby? The person will move, mommy will. What shall I do that? What shall I do that?
Asanteman will be a Naponia. And on the bosom can see few of others.
Okay. Now, to say they were called here, feelings you're saying?
He's in the Nibrana band, and any bit transipad and then.
Now, yet, we'll go ahead.
Yeah, you have me a horse near whom you say, I bet me I did. About penny betumpe. Sana.
But Matisse said, Asanteman on her last Asanteman on the line, Ampana.
No pray.
We're calling baby. Now, Pepper.
And the other says he's saying, Yemo Bian, ye, Copim CBC, or him Mary, Sanya. Woman, ye, Qua, and Sana, and what's in. And then not a da. And it or Henny Abram Pobeshia. No more who cry on Befasua. Okay. When in penny for a good time, Asanteman Pempon, a mine and down Befasua or any. Okay, baby. Yeah. Okay. You show live our GH1 TV. So, who a message be at the Ghana for? Ghana for the say the American say, Adiato any. You were a Casiapa. Yana no pim so any Shannon. Say, when you be a Namina Dema, Namin Edge. That's it. Bye bye. All right, so you heard from him basically saying, look, until they bury the Queen Mother, there are going to be no funerals in this part of the country out of respect. And then when that is done, then life will definitely come back to normal. And in case you just joined us, you're watching GH1 TV live from Meisha Palace. This is the 1 week celebration of the passing of the Asanteman Nana Efia Kobi Sewa Ampem Itosumienu the second, 13th Queen Mother of the Ashanti Kingdom. My name is Kafui Day, and I'm surrounded by mourners. I want to speak to a few of them. Nana, Akwaba. What's your first name? Anthony Fojo. What's your
Adwuma no na we.
Adwuma me.
Yes.
Me elder.
We are elder. Ewa hefa.
Uduma se Francho.
Okay. Na wabaha.
Ya nana ko akura ntina ma me ba ha. Etim ba se nyina ya bebo Asanteman ya jam. Ya nana na otweda no ayedie no. Ntina mo ha sesi a.
Okay. What the message? Who message be eka Emma Ghana for? You show sesi live e wa GH1
Sese ade ato Asanteman ani. Asanteman o sa amafo nyina ba yemwa. Na ya nana ya hyene ne bonyam kese pa sansa wa soma Asanteman ya che. Eti o so wakɔ akura de a na ɔse asu nyina ya de agidie ni ahoɔden yɛtumi nyina bɛta n'akyi awɔ sabre na ɔtwe da yɛ die no yɛ nyina bɛyɛ mmoa ne yɛpagya ne yɛhyɛ no nimonyam kɛse paa.
All right, so let's hear the more. Based on Pachawo Asambisa Vema, Mr. Fojo. You have any questions for Mr. Fojo?
Yes, Mr. Fojo, please ask Mr. Fojo, what are some of the things that she remembers of the Asanteman?
Okay.
What does he remember of her?
All right. So you want to know what he remembers of Asanteman?
Asanteman. Say you kind of. And you may be a why am I Asanteman? Let's say you see a crowd, man. I put in why. Sadia or our crowd Asanteman. I must enforce you when we did it. Okay. Said, why am I as Bumaye? It was the idea of the Sushan. That's it. Or crowd or seeing the idea of what the time now to the
okay. All right. So he says basically she held the kingdom together. She was a supporting a person, kind of a bedrock, and they are really sad that she's gone, and they are here to support and send her off in a royal way. What you that's in support you? Okay. Nana, Akwaba. Yeah. What's your friend say? Kofi Fofie. What's your
and then no, Asanteman no. So him akwa ekura adumfo ne besiripe adum
okay
ene besiripe o ho na adum no ewo nkroto esom no na ba bi me frɛ ye odumase eno na odumase ye hwe odumase enu ntino anagwi ehye besi o hima ho pe ma ade ache enu ntino ye bo adum hene edi yanim ma ye ba pesira ye besiripe ama de achi a afi amanfo eba beboa ma yedi na otweda no eno nti yen yekoje ho me kakra na de om se yen na okwa akura yi we nipa no hodwo na aduma francho ho no ho na obeware ye ya owo ye nana otumfo otiso yi nti ye de ye ne ye abusua trororo eno nti se owu na se bisini pa na ke se ne kwanso ano na de kwanso ano no eno nti no yes man for say omu nyina ma ye mmoa na ye nie na na otweda no na enye fe enye ka behwe.
Okay, me that's it. Now our message be about your viewers. You share what you just want to be live around the world.
The more ka kire amansa nyina say ye na nan oye nipa ne hodwo na oye nipa so a oye no kwafo a se aso bia betire no ma ohwese obisi sel pepepe pese onua no onua bia benya akayo anantantewa biara entino nanano ne odi agyae no eye ade edi mu se yemfa no quarantine ase asembetu enu a yenhwese ebekam no kware entino me ka kire wiase nyina se ye na okọ na kura no yahwerade yahwe no kwafo kese edi yesi nyame fa no krensi
dala me that's it. So basically he remembers her as a woman of peace and truth, and he believes that although she has passed away, these are the values that she's left behind for those who are still living, so that they can use these values to guide their lives, basically. All right, okay. So Quibi, so we're still here at the Menchia Palace, and we are speaking to a few people, mourners who have come around to sympathize with, well, the Asante Kingdom and Asanteni who's lost his mother, a woman who lived to a very ripe old age, and was a very powerful force in the Asante Kingdom. Pacho, Matthew.
Yeah, Eja.
That's the same.
I'm at the way now, swear.
Boko. Pacho, your friend say.
Me did the Yapoku.
Yapoku. Okay. Pacho, and then we are.
Me Pacho, me or Fanny, or two form I'm saying, bɛrima sɛ kodo a ɔko awia me nana ne
Ɔtɔn
nana
awia.
fiase wakɔbi ampem Asantehema saa mmere Asantehema atwa ne ne hwɛ da Asantehema yɛni abere yɛni atɔ kɔkɔ wam wohwɛ woba ha amanfoɔ ɛwɔ ha ɛne me wɔfa bɛrima sɛ kodo ɛne ne nuanom n'akyidɔfoɔ ne Asantehema saa mmere yɛni abere yie nti ɛno nti na saa mmere wɔ ha a yɛ Asantehema yɛsu yɛ ho nti sɛ moba yɛ Asantehema saa mmere yɛni abere ne Ghana man nyinaa sɛbi yɛ nana fiase wakɔbi ampem ɔtɔ so mmienu ɛne ne ba nana otumfoɔ osei tutu ɔno nso tɔ so mmienu ɔpemsoɔ ɛmoa ɛpapa ɔmde boa Asantehema ne Ghana man sɛ ne baako ni hɔ a Ghana man na sɛ yɛahwere adeɛ Asantehema hwere adeɛ ade kɛseɛ paa nti saa mmerɛ wohwɛ adeɛ gyi hanom deɛ a na sɛ abusua yɛbɛboaboa ɛne Ghana man na sɛne yɛna na wɔatwa n'ani ahwɛ dan ɛno nti na saa mmerɛ yɛwɔ ha bɛrima sɛ kɔdwo ɔko awia ɛne ne dɔm ɛwɔ ha otumfoɔ mu ɛma me sene ɔne ne dɔm ɛwɔ ha ne nua akwemmɔda ne ne nuanom ake na obiara wɔ ha bi ɛne ne ɔfa so obi biara ɛbɛboa ama na wotwe dɛ yɛdie ayɛ frɔmfrɔmfrɔm na yɛsɛ nyame mpa yɛ sɛ nea asie mɛma ebi nsi biem na mesa aka wei atwa toɔ sɛ afe a ɛwɔ mu yi ɛyɛ abatɔ afe mesire nyankopɔn mpayɛ ɛde ma Ghana man yɛmpɛ sɛ politician ba bɛgyina hɔ bɛka kyerɛ me nua sɛ gyisika akɔko ntɔkɔ a yɛ sɛ Ghana yɛni Ghana foforɔ biara wɔ baabi Ghana yɛ baako pɛ menu mmienu biribi si wɔ akasakasakasi a yɛnya baabi ankɔ Ghana yɛ baako pɛ sɛ de GH1 ɛyɛ baako pɛ mesɛ adɔfoɔ efi na eko obiara kyerɛ GH1 ɛno ne papa no GH1 woyɛ number 1 sɛ Ghana yɛ number 1 no yɛda mo ase.
So basically, he's a relative of the Queen Mother. It's one of her grandchildren, and he was basically telling us the importance of the passing away of this great lady. And then he also gave us an election message that we should be united, we should be one, like GH1 is one, like Ghana is one. No violence. Let's go and vote in less than 2 weeks and come back, and everything will be peaceful. Pachobe, that's why. All right. Nana. Michao. Na macho. What's your friend say?
The problem na kufie chamfo.
Okay.
Mini Frantu Odumasin Ohene. Na me wo adum na me som. Na yen na yehwe na na fie kobi. Ye ne tenase ye wo baabi a obia. Baabi obekobi anso ye edi na chiri. Nti ne ba ye no ye ba say na na fie kobi wu nti ne ya beduru ha. Ye ba ye nso no ye de duma nkoma. Na ebehwe no ama ade achi ye. Ade achi ye na se mkam ko ja me nkura yi kwan. Na ade hu mi ade afra mi. Nti yenso ye ba ye ne ni ba fo dum hene ade kese o to so dunum na ba ye. Nti ba ye ne ba abehwe se na na fie kobi. Se na yie no tutu ye ene be ye. Nti yesre se adawo obi a waba ha bia no onka na no ntum se ne be ya. Obehwe se bibia be boko onkofa asebia emba okrom ha. Na afi nso se ya abato afi yesre mo se abato no ye mpese basa bia be sie Ghana ba ye ba akopɛ Ghana nye mienu ni akopɛ baabi abeka ho se wohwɛ mu a na ye French for na atwa ho ahia ye so mpo de ye bia ye ka brofo na ye BBC na se ye kɔ ahen fa ne bɛkɔ okɔ French for mu a enye ye nti yesre ɔman no se obi anka na ntoma ni ento aba no bɔkɔ se ne be ya so bie bɛba
Nana with that say. So basically, commiserating with everybody, telling us where he comes from, and also adding an election message. Look, less than 2 weeks to elections. Let's keep it calm. Let's be peaceful. We are surrounded by Francophone people, and there will be nowhere to run to if there's a problem. We pray that that doesn't happen. And so that's his election message. All right. I'll be speaking with Isaac Bediako pretty soon from Ultimate 106.9 FM to give us some background onto as far as the issues are concerned. But I'm sorry, if you look around, you will see that there's a lot of activity around. There's performances by the traditional priests. There's a lot of companies here who are setting up to offer services. There are quite a few media houses here, lots of radio stations. The national broadcaster is also right here with us, and we are getting ready for what promises to be a very, very, very long day. And it's almost like another funeral on its own. And it's the traditional 1 week celebration. When somebody passes away, you have the 1 week celebration. And somebody as important as the Asantehema, who was the mother of the current Asantehene, passed away at the ripe old age of 111 after having reigned for almost 40 years. And so the 1 week celebration is what we are here at Malaysia to do. Boss, good morning.
Good morning.
Can I speak English with you?
I mentioned your song.
It's a highlight, bro. No, bro.
No, bro.
Martin. What's your first say?
Between the Burma, I was young Ponsa, 2-4 months singing it, off us enemy. And they had the beer, Asanteman, and that way. And they had the Biswa, Yeniabripa, I and Alco. Mamma, if you could be, I'm doing a dozen Asanteman, out on the phone. Say, any bread down. And a day, any in a 1 week. If you are sending me free, if you mention, we are this year, from this shampoo, son, many years in a year, and so on. Then if I'm covered via at the other part, so they tell no. GH1, I have Baco. I said a gun I have Baco Peno. You may dear mood dino and a day no, I saw you rainy. You are Tanase, and we were a solid no pay. You are Santini at Tanase, a Mira or Tansia, say, yeah, solid, no day. Na the moye na so ewura nipa GH1 munkoswanye the moye no the moye ne de aso ani GH1 ba akopɛ saa so na Ghana so ba akopɛ no krepa
1 GH1 1 Ghana
ana maka no anu otene enye easy two station bia nu a atima de man ne dai na dai ye dabi GH1 yewura abomaba so yewura Asanteman ni agide maye pa otumfo ma mesene Bema se kojo okwawia Bema se kojo otosumienu na dai otini wura nchen o maame na ai atono kon tun foma me o maame na afia kobi a beta me se Asanteman afia kobi se wampim na asna me kan na dai yeni abre pa yeni abre yeni agro wa hwele manhia de ekoso ndi bia na enye yize na weni na ye nka ye di ma ye nyina weni akwa ye nka ye Edamina, Netamasi Bre or Demaye, Netamasi Bre GH1, Bacope, the whole word, Sansuna Ghana Bacope, the whole word, Ghana Bacope, Ghana never be my echo, Yaman, Sato GH1, so Ghana, Yasumu, Obsession Bacopa, Mochima New Year, Obianuo, the Damasumase, Rasu Damase. GH1,
thank you. So basically, while he's telling us why he's here, he's a royal, part of the royal family related to the Asanteman who has passed away, and he's basically endorsing what we are doing here, and we are glad to hear that 1 GH1 1 Ghana. Pacho, Michamu. What's your friend say?
Your friend was Abnanyako.
Abnanyako.
You me a Kwasuaniba. Na me grow nyum cry a friend in Yamia Quine. And yum cry a grow mensia, Titimensia, and yum cromami Abassa. Abassa Clamo. Yo, Abassa Clamago. Anna, Yamia Quine yum cray free moon. Ya, a queer bedu. I am a friend of catch the bedu, a dano. Ono so so na tete me a frame Abnanyako. And there. Nana otumfo maame Asanteman kurowura akantene gu abraduane sidia so a enne na yebu na no enne na no eso eye na wotweda yesi ye ba ni ababet hoaho a dasebre nana otokoko so yesi ye ba be krokro no se de be ya no re betete yo nana no samo hye ya J81 eye baako e wa Asanteman eye baako wo omanyimu eye Ghana manyimu sana Ghana susu ye ni bi wo baabi biala eye baako pe ye ni baabi eye ko ye nim ye ma ye nuanum nyina emum titiri wo mu yale ye ni baabi eye dwane akọ abato braso ye sram ani die kwanso munya okuku oduro se ye ntokwasam atutu asam munyi mu bibia film ka kire bedu on na tete me eye nyame akwan tete nyom kro se de maami anu wo ba no mo hwa me maami ya maami na tete me efiri manyum tuo mu tete nyom kro maami ya basa ana tete maami abasa kramo efia basa ana tete maami ana onso so atete me na nanom ani de kwan so se mo hwe J81 wo Ghana memu ha ye ba ko pe a obi biara nka ho a ye nyina ye ni da so si e behwe akopema wieye na nanom momle mo ho ase na mo nso ye mu yesusu ye so mu se de be ya mo be de ofeso ye da mase apiafo ye da mase so a
thank you that's but we tunyu back up yo mo tunyu mam wa
I wa freya ya de bre be kwa that's the bre freya ya de bre be kwa ore pima si edu sorry waka mi enkro aye nana freya ya de bre be kwa ore pima si edu sorry waka mi enkro wa freya ya de bre baba nana freya ya de bre baba ore pima si edu sorry waka mi enkro wa freya ya de bre baba nana freya ya de bre baba ore pima si edu sorry waka mi enkro ya wa freya ya de bre baba that's the bre freya ya de bre baba ore pima si edu sorry waka mi enkro afreya ya de bre baba nana freya ya de bre baba ore pima si edu sorry waka mi enkro we nyina edu se enkomo ana ne yiri ni me maame ana kire me sa nwum we nyina aka me nie ni da me maame bikosia na obi ayi ase ana me se maame me no ba ko no se meje ododo na emo mo so nko me kam ana me se me fo me mo ame maame je me se de ya ji mo JH1 ba ko pe eso no maame je mo fa mana na se maame de obehwe bia ona maame ase maame ya bia maame enu anam de athwe me be school awo SS2 awo kwatre
yeah bye all the because of papa so basically yeah I hope you enjoyed the performance, the Nyum Crop performance. Well, it's samba, but it's also a celebration of life as well. Right here at Mesia Palace. Yo, another Pacho, Akwabao, Pacho, your first say. Kwako deshire.
Ato. Ne abenge de oha no ya menenke ma. Ashanti ahima no kwato kuru no ya ma irikwam ne me koko ne me ba. Ne me ba pia. Ne me ne ta koko anano no. Ashanti ni ma no kwato kuru ne ma ne biri pam. Na ma ne biri. Ne ma yire no be da. Akoko ne fe ba buru kwa o. God if you baburu kwa man you give me sania do konta ni me no kwa senti man no give me sania no fa begede ge hoy senti man no fa begede ge hoy senti mai you do kere mro sai so senti mai senti ma we de ko fo ge wani begede ko fo no de ne ge wani why? Senti man me debira kwa. Isa.
Medase. So Nana. Pacho. Atu say. Pacho. Camera no ha. Akwaba. Pacho your friend say.
Pacho your friend Akosua Bani. Me free Kenyans.
Okay.
Me gra your friend no. Kwadu Yadom cultural group. Me ma me de adwata on the tea agro no de atete nyina.
Okay, na Asanteman no who kind no in what way?
Okay, Asanteman de meaning say oye Asanteman mu nyina e ma me. Oye oba tan no fu kese a e ma anasa amama Asanteman mu nyina enum ni nufu. Eti sene no preach e kese sei abo a ye nyina ye wa ha ye be ma ye tunfo shedding ye be ma ne shedding ni ama ne yakọ ye nyina ye be boa ama ye di ye maame no e na awotweda ama na aye kama na me da mase se mama kwanya se me nkasa o JH1 ne me pese me kan me tintin me tieti ya ne se emra so se ye election ye about time for asɛm si a yɛne yɛ ma yɛmfa hen yɛkɔ agye yɛ ma anaasɛ yɛne yɛ ma no yɛbɛyɛ dɛn enti yɛsrɛ ama mpanimfoɔ ɛne ama yɛn nuanom mmarima no titiriw mmarima no obɛmu obi de ne sika 5 million abɛtɔ wo ne wabusua nkwa enti yɛsrɛ sɛ mo obi mfa de 5 million 10 million ɛmɛtɔ wo ne wabusua anaasɛ ɔman yi nyinaa nkwa yɛsrɛ mo moma asomdwie mmra yɛhia ɔdɔ ɛne kroyɛ ɛte sɛ GH1 ɛyɛ baako pɛ ɛne wɔ Ghana.
So she was basically talking about the virtues of the Asantehima and what she stood for as a mother to the entire Asante people, and so they are here to commiserate and to express their love for the Asantehima who passed away a week ago. And then she also ended with an election message, especially calling out to the men to desist from taking money to then commit any acts that would destabilize the country, because they want the country to be as unified and as peaceful as possible. So those are the messages. Peswa, over to you.
Some messages.
Oh,
yes. Can you hear me, King Kaf? Yes. So Benjamin from Kaswa says to tell you that you're doing an excellent job, and indeed he's enjoying your tree. How about that?
Yeah.
Did you hear me? Yeah. We're all enjoying your tree. Listen, it's interesting that most of them are talking about peace, peaceful elections, and all of that. I have a message here from Hayes Lord in Kumasi, and Hayes Lord says that the best farewell we can give to our beloved Queen Mother is a peaceful election. Okay, so that is a message from you, Hayes Lord. I know you are watching. Thank you for that message. There's another one from Zongo Ashaiman Parliament, and this one says, our condolence to Asante Hino 247 and indeed Asanteman and Ghana and the world in general for the great loss of our grandmother and the shining star of Asanteman. Well, may her soul rest in peace, you say. So lots of messages coming in, but I want to find out quickly. It seems to be all happening amidst pomp and pageantry. If you follow how the Ashantis, conduct their funeral rites, I'm sure that this will not come as a surprise to you, considering the fact that she is the mother of Asanteman. Find out from some of the people you're speaking to. There's been a lot of talk about how we can minimize, the amount of money that we pump into funerals and all of that. Well, with the situation of the Asantehima, I know that we can't do much about it, but find out from them exactly what they make of how we celebrate or observe some of these funeral rites in recent times compared to what they had previously in time past.
All right, I'll get that. As soon as I get an elder, I will have that done. But I have another guest here that I want to speak with. Nana Macho. What are your friends saying?
Nana Piao.
Nana Piao.
Okay. Na sebe busebenya do sebe control. Ene ene da Asanteman. Yenya bre isan say ye nana. Efi okubi to sumenu. Sebe busebe control. We nya media. Ene Asanteman nya bre. Yero tu for nya bre papa. Ene ene na otweda. So nyankopɔ yɛ adom na yɛ bompa yɛ sɛ tweda mpɔn sɛ ubero ɔde adwumbɔnere ɛbɛba biara kristo nyankopɔ ɛpaw no ma yɛn empo ensuomo awiamo sɛ nananom esu ayɛ no saa na yɛso bɛyɛ papa de bafo suma kwa yɛn abebio sebe bu sebe konto ene yɛda ɛna ɔtweda ɛsɛ tweda mpɔ nyankopɔ tena nim ma Asanteman Ghana man ɛnɛ ne Asanteman kwa da ba awo fimia nyina ba bi o ma pani baba bi ɛyɛ parliament for so baba ama nyina ba abehwɛ sadi we esia akyɛ bebre mu kɔdai obi yangu bi da media besum na kwa bi tue beso na pokuare ana basum na satu sebe bu sebe konto mu nana a owu ya sana na nefe ko be dina de no nefe ko bi sumai
okay
ti da kunyan sebe bu sebe nya do unyae sumpa
Ye fa ni agro. Na no boso papa. We da dia so fie bebre ete no semagrada. Yeda Ghana mai Asanteman. Otweda po Yakopon. Masundwe mra. Masundwe kese. Denka Ghana mai.
May translations. Yeah. So he's basically, Nana is basically saying that this is not an ordinary event because he has seen 3 Asante Hines. Yes, Obokwari, and then the current Asante Hine. And then this is the first time that in all that time that an Asante Hima is passing away. So it's a very, very important event, and he's praying for peace to remain here throughout the entire event. See, maybe so. Brofu say importance. Nana Asanteman the importance.
Asanteman importance. The whole Asante free. Kumasia, Raura, Kukum, Fumai, Nina Asante. It is Asante Himadi. Where or Hima. Crowd will be brebe. I'm remembering that. Because I think man, that's say, Wahima or so.
So the importance of the Asante, according to the night, is that she's the queen mother of the Asante kingdom. She's very important, all the way to Rara. It covers a large geographical area. So she's a queen mother for so many different people who come under the tutelage of the Asante kingdom, and so for her to pass away, it's a big event that nobody should even be. That's why they're not trifling with it. It's a very important event for her. After maybe last question. Obia Kachome say Asante Hima or the last Asante Hima on the line na. So say say the line or last Asante from the family Ayampa. Asanteman.
Debbie, so I last Asanteman. Debbie, you suffer from Beba. See the TBI, your friend, for Frost Beba. You need last or her. Sibu Sabina, Jenny last Asanteman.
Every family was up to okay, all right. May I say. So, you're watching GH1 TV, and I want to have a chat now with Otufo's chairman, Nana Pacho. Nana Macho. Welcome to GH1 TV. You're live at GH1 TV. Now, Asante Hima, she's passed away. The importance to the Asante Kingdom, I say.
The old person who's an to us, Papa, they say.
She said, Asanteman, Prof. said, importance. The
old person who's Asante Hima, Asanteman, Emma Bacopedo. So the Asante Hine, he was Asante Bacopedo, Sunday was Asante Bacopedo. It is about from say, Asanteman, and the Ghana man, and the African Casino. And until the next year, Yura or Tico Coso, 242. Sabi Oma, and my Jusia and 9 Ina Swati, Masabrim Pong, Sabi Ina Swati, and Fluas Wonko, Mamma Sabi Mampano, Ghana Jasusu, and a month for Ina Swati, Mampanida da Lawrence, Robona Mane, Mampanida da Fosu, Yura to go for milk woman there, Sabi Yina Yamame, Yina Sabi Abriwa. Sabi Udimu, because Sabi, and the Cassette Apiri, Tinane, yes, I say, Sabi Yina be Jam Ura, Na Shaya or Woma Asanteman, no Tuja.
Now, so who kind Asanteman and what are the best, who kind in what way?
So, all kinds of Masabi, Santeman, Sabi, or Bataya Ofi, Tinabay wasn't Sabi, BBC as a Gubusa Abrewa, because until Abrewa. I will say, on the free as they say. Intina, Sabi, Yatuabesun, Mario, as see as Mom say.
Say, you are live on GH1 TV. Who message Edima viewers, Ghana for Asanteman, message me now.
The American say, a better Asanteman, Ghana man as was. sɛ adeɛ sie obiara kyerɛ no dɔ obiara kyerɛ sɛ ampa ɛka Asante na ka obiara Mr. Asanteman yɛnyɛ nyiyimu sɛbe Asanteman deɛ ebi epram obiara nti ha yɛwɔ sɛbe ahemfo a sɛbe ebi bi firi amanso sɛbe sɛ yɛwɔ anwafo hene wɔ ha yɛwɔ mfantefo hene yɛwɔ sɛbe awɔdafoɔ ɔmo sachi zongo ha ma yɛnyɛ no matena fiti sɛbe na mo pɛso na bidu samre nti deɛ asie no yɛnyina na yɛka bo ma yɛ nti yɛmpɛ mpapa mu bia wɔ sɛbe deɛ asie no mu ɛna sɛ so nipa bi afa ho a yɛde bɔne bɛ sɛ ba mu sɛ nnura yɛte sɛ bisi sɛbe Asante ne sɛ yɛntoto obiara ɛntoto no store mu saa de no ɛnsii Asante ne ma yɛ mɔda wuro saa Asante ne yɛ ɔbaatan wɔ sɛ obiara nya kwan yɛ no dwuma ɔpem sɛ berɛ bɛyi aberewa bɛto hɔ na yɛgya mo no na obiara nya kwan aba abɛhwɛ n'ani akyi ɛde akae deɛ asi sesei sɛ bɛyɛ obɛnya bi aka kyɛ nkyirima nti yɛhyerɛ wɔ mo sɛ nipa bi a yɛfa kɔkye kwan na ɔmo de saa dawuro no sɛ obiara de to ne shop mu no ɛnya deɛ ɛte saa ɛyɛ nipa bɔnefoɔ bi na afiti asɛ yɛ saa do no sɛ bɛyɛ a obɛnya akɔbɔ amanfoɔ korɔ no na didi bɔne abɛbata Asante ho yɛhyerɛ wɔ mo obiara mfana so ɛma saa nipa no na obiara nya kwan kɔtɔn ne nneɛma na sɛ mmerɛ yɛbɛhyɛ sɛ yɛbɛyi Asantehema no wo a wobɛnya pepa no aba abɛboa ɛma sɛ biribia so ayɛ nkɔsoɔ ɛna deɛ di tɔ so bio amanfoɔ de sɛbe yɛwura din agyegye sika sɛ Asantehene sɛ agyegye sika pamra ha biribi saa ɛnni hɔ ɛsɛ wo yɛwura ntwa boɔ ma wo biara ɛsi yɛ wɔn mu a ɛwɔ pepa no abɛkyea ɛde dɛ sɛ ɔmo de ɔboa abɛboa yɛ ntwa boɔ ma wo biara nti ɛsɛ wɔn obi de saa de ne ba a saa nipa no wɔwɔ kwan sɛ wɔtumi akyi no ameyɛ nkyi no ɛfisɛ mpɛ sɛ obiara de Asantehene din bɛbɔ korɔ no obi de Asantehene bɛma obiara bɛwie obi nneɛma ɛmpɛ ne saa nti ɛsɛ amanfoɔ nyinaa sɛ obiara nkɔ bie ne store na ɔkɔtena mu sɛ wɔn akɔre bɛhwɛ wɔn ama no ɔba abɛkyea no akɔ a ebi ansi ho kwan ɛnyɛ nhyɛ sɛ kyenkyena a ɛsɛ wotu so ɛmpɛ sɛ saa de no bɛsi na amanfoɔ nyinaa so ase.
So Nana basically that's the Asantehene's Ochami, and basically he was saying that there are some people who are going around saying that they shouldn't open their stores because of this event, but he says no, it's wrong. You want to open your store and come see what you have to do, and then go back. Nobody should use the Asantehene's name for anything that is illegal, and if you have the power to arrest such a person, do it. He also spoke about the virtues of the Asantehema. He said she was basically a mother to the people of Asanteman and Ghana as well, and they've received messages from the current president as well as former presidents Rawlings and Kufuor sending condolences to the people of Asanteman. Over to you, Beswa in Accra, from me here at Malaysia.
Yes, King Kaf, I don't know if you can get Kobe or whoever is around to bring back Nana, your last speaker. I wanted to find out from him, really, you remember somebody mentioned early on that until all the funeral rites are done and over, we won't have, or Asanteman won't have another Queen Mother. Can we find out from whoever is there, whoever can speak to this issue, how long will it take for funeral rites to be done for Asanteman to have a new Queen Mother? Because then I want to believe that, it's a very, big vacancy, that has been created. So something happening now, and we need another chief to be installed. Since it's the Queen Mothers that install the chiefs, what exactly will happen? So these are some of the questions that I'm sure that King Kaf will be posing to some of his guests when we get him back, on air. But let me give you a bit of a background, to the funeral celebrations in Asanteman. So the celebration of funerals in Asanteman, according to reports, it's regarded as duty, and no pains are spared to make it a memorable event. On a number of occasions, there are high costs and their extravagance. Indeed, it's seen a lot of criticisms, but funerals are at the heart of the Asante culture and indeed social life. So Asante's funerals are also the terrain of great creativity, where various forms of expressions and arts come together. Let me speak a bit about the mode of disposal of the body. So the mode of disposal of the body in the Asante culture is usually dictated by cultural, religious, economic, political and social differences or factors. In some cases, really, it may be determined by membership of a particular social group, a clan, association, a rank, or a status such as a chief or a queen mother. And so the Asantehima, who was just falling, Kafri gave you those, information, background information early on. Well, she has been on reigns as Queen Mother of Asanteman close to 40 years, almost 4 decades. She saw the reigns of Motumfo Asetu, and then indeed the current one, who is his son as well. So it is Otumfo Asetu actually mourning his mother. A bit of a background as well as to who or how powerful Queen Mothers in Asanteman are. So we're told that Queen Mothers in Asanteman are equally as powerful as the Asantehene himself, and it's because of that network of biologically kin brothers and uncles who are devoted to her, as in the Queen Mother. Indeed, the Akan Queen Mothers are very powerful, and they are the rulers, so they kind of rule from behind, because apart from they installing the chiefs, they kind of give advice to the chiefs as to what pertains in the Ashanti and kingdom. Nanefia Kobi Sewampem II, she was installed 1977 as the 13th Queen Mother of the Ashanti Kingdom, and she saw the reign of the late Otumfo Pokuwari II. Indeed, it was the reign of the late Otumfo Pokuwari II that I meant to say early on. Yes, and so this is a bit of a background, and the 1 week celebration of her life continues, as you saw, on air not too long ago. When Kafi Day joins us, we want to find out a bit more as to that question that I posed earlier. What happens? Should we or should Asanteman have to install another king in case of an emergency? What happens, because then Asanteman currently has no Queen Mother? And indeed, how long will it take to install another Queen Mother for Asanteman? This is GH Today Live on GH1 TV. My name is Beswa Dowona I'm here right inside our Platinum Heights studios. Kafuide is at the Menchia Palace now, looking at how Asanteman is observing the 1 week passing of their Queen Mother. We're back in Menchia, and Kafuide is on air. Kafu, if you can hear me, what's the latest from Menchia?
Hello, Queen Bee, back to Menchia. Of course, the atmosphere is heating up. Lots more people are here. We are now close to the entrance, which takes you into the Deba grounds. And I am here with a gentleman who can stop the rain. That's what they tell me. So I'll be speaking with him. I've also seen the former mayor of Kumasi. We'll speak to him when we can. But let me speak with my guest here. Nana Pacho, Matthew.
You're right.
Pacho, your friend saying.
For a suburb, could you also be your toss of your son? Okay. Or something is my wife.
Now, don't go through a drawer. At say,
yeah, a drawer there, so I quite there, no one drew. The drawing as I'm just with there, and some man say a drawer.
It's a what catch me say, conform now almost show us.
You are something at our room, or doing in our mamma, the shop so man.
It's Obi catch me say, it's your bed toss is here, which may stop it, you know.
Yeah, I was to me, I am to be Yami Pim, Yamusum Pim, it's me.
Say, a bus is here to be stopping.
Yami to meet him, and Yabosum to meet him.
But some shares are skilled, who bet you. You Martin. Now, Omokajo me say, Asanune and Yumno, a fiti and Nopai 3 o'clock. Abba.
You're crying, Cherry. The free and Opano me and Sat, I am a chick. And I come for the shares, yes, I had tempered the one. And I'm saying, Yadika say, I say, never could be say 1 people, something man. And then I'll trade a yenny breast, Asanteman. Yatrabes, no, reach Yabo. Tino said, you take one. Tiabacoma, yes, and Chania, Copese, if you're able to. Ya Chese, the Papon, and another form.
It's another busy pa.
A film Ramenai, as I said, you may get the money source, and Minya, Minyanipa. Asabra Damacomaso. Timiame Mammy and for me, and Tini Sabidi Diagro. Nanipa, Sabi, what for feeding on Financial, where you're Sronko. Seconds will be a Sronko, I was saying. As I remember there, something my Sronko. Today, you didn't out to that. It can be BM. I sent beer we have people and they gay. I sent beer and what we has in a year.
Enti Ejumanu Edding ana Ojumanu
Edding nanso so hunu wakwan toto a anya de kura
who asem you show live e GH1 TV a dem message but na who ma viewers this year
enkra me de bama amansa nyina ne se asem adawei enya asante ko asem eye Ghana ebibrem wiaseman asante kumase eni obi bia da wonim asante asem o kan hu se asebesier eso na besre abotre ene ntomwase se ye de beye ayie ama anmanyam abam eno ne ade ai eno ne ade a wose ya twere ho esa se na hima wodi ade fiadua sankono enye asam ketwa emra wodi ade no mekai besinna bia so di sante ma no ye futufo e ma sante ne ono so na wo ba no ya men chade ono wo ba no nti na kwa nkyira pa ne bibia enso ama yewura so anya ba bia gina sanse se yedi ase ba wote ne kye no e wase sanse ne futufo ba no nti aye ye ni abre papa
so that's the man who stops the rain and he's in charge of all the traditional priests in this area. Nana me that's why. Yebe Sansha. Yo. Good morning.
Good morning.
And
how do you do?
I'm doing very well. Live on GH1 TV. We decided to come here and cover this event because it's a very important event for us, for not just for Asanteman, but for Ghana. And I'd like to find out from you, what's the significance of the Asantehima who has just passed on?
She is the mother of all mothers of the Ashantis, and she's the head of all women in Ashanti. And if she's dead, we're all bereaved. And as a grandson of the Golden Stool, I'm here today to mourn. We had a church service this morning to mourn and celebrate and do the 1 week celebration of my auntie, who is Asanteman.
What are the values that you think we should emulate from Asantehima?
The value is that, one, her gracefulness, she has it, and also she was very revered and very humble woman that everybody respected. All the market women, all the market queens come under her. All the queens in Ashanti come under her. So there are a lot of things that we all have to eliminate, which is uncountable. But she possesses something that is very solid. I mean, look at this morning. This morning, nothing has started, but you can see the whole place is busy, the whole place is full. That shows what the woman had for Asanteman.
We know that while this event is, I read that there will be no funerals taking place until she's buried. Is that correct?
Yes, that's the tradition. But I think because of modern times, after the 1 week, I don't know when the date will be given for the actual funeral, but maybe the bands will be lifted and brought back again and be brought back again. But I'm not very sure, depending on the time and the date that the funeral will be given.
We know that it's a time of mourning, it's a 1 week celebration, but the polls around the corner, what's the message you want to give to those who are watching you right now with respect to the polls?
I think we're here to sort of console and be part of the bereavement. I think I want to put the polls aside for the moment.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is, let's all be one and in Ashanti or in Asante, funeral brings people together, and we're all together, and I believe that it should be as such. But I don't want us to be bringing politics into this funeral. I'm here to mourn my auntie, my grand auntie, and that is it. I think the election should be sitting somewhere else.
You know, after today, it will go back into election mode, and that's why I was asking.
We hope so. We hope so. But at the moment, let's sort of do the bereavement. That's the most important thing to us now.
Okay, my co-host is in Accra. Beiswa, I want to ask you questions. Beiswa, go ahead. I have Mr. Kojo Bonsu here, and I understand you have a question you want to ask him.
Find out from Mr. Kojo Bonsu that as a son of the Golden Stool, is he able to confirm to us, what happens? Should there be an emergency now? Should Asanteman have to install let me say, a new king? And with the absence of a queen mother, what happens?
Okay, that's a good question. So she wants to know now. Technically, there's no queen mother because she's passed on. What happens? There's a vacuum now.
Yeah, definitely.
So what happens? So technically, there's no queen mother now because she's passed.
Yeah, there can never be a queen mother. The queen mother will be. I think people will start looking at the people will start lobbying after the burial. I don't think anybody should be thinking about who will be the next queen mother. It is going to be silent like that until after the burial. That's when people will start lobbying.
When will the burial be?
I'm not sure. I'm sure definitely it will be in January, but we want to hear from the palace. I mean, they'll come out with the actual date of the funeral.
What's the final message in Tree, in English?
My final message to everybody is today we are mourning. I would like to give my condolences to Otumfuo, Asanteman, and all the queen mothers of Asante. May she rest in peace. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ojobos, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Have a good day. All right, so that's former mayor of Kumasi, Kojo Bonsu. We do have some people from the National Service who are here, and there's a police as well. We'll be speaking with the police, but we do have Isaac Beriako, who's our man on the ground at Ultimate 106.9. Isaac, it's good to see you here. So this is not an event that happens often, because Asanteman has been on for quite some time now. What do you make of this the way the event is playing out?
Well, I am a Kumasi, and so this is not something I have not seen before. Most often in Akwasi Day and other traditional events that do happen in the palace here, I often see the traditional police coming here in their numbers, displaying their traditions for people to see. And in some circumstances, you get some tourists coming to the palace to come and see the beauty of the Asanteman culture. And so this is not something that is new to me. But you see, when we came here in the morning, there was a special mass service for the late Queen at her palace, where the Anglican bishop, among other clergymen, met in the palace to do their Christian service for the late Queen Mother. Quite apart from that, you saw Bafos Mankwahene also here with all the Akonfuos in the Asanteman, also displaying their powers. And this is not something that we have not seen in before. But those outside there, this is new to them. And so in this 1 week celebration, I'm sure our listeners will get to understand the beauty, nature of the Asante tradition. And these are some of the things we are seeing here. You know, this Mankwahene you just spoke to is a very powerful man in the region. I mean, this is the man who just told me that if it's about to rain in Kumasi today, he will do all he could to stop the rain. He has done it before, and he says he will make it happen in Kumasi today. And so we are not praying that it will rain for the 1 week celebration.
But if it's reflected, he can stop it.
He can stop it.
Who needs a weatherman when you have this man around?
Fantastic. And so we are going to see a whole lot of things here.
All right.
And I understand we are also getting some paramount chiefs from the northern region who are also very powerful, the Dagomba Hene and the lives of other chiefs from Nigeria and other men are also coming here. Currently, I have been in Kumasi. I've gone to Golden Tulip Hotel. I've been to Golden Beam Hotel. I have also been to the Kumasi airport, and I must say security is very tight there. Right. This is because they know that the region is going to, have a lot of visitors.
All right,
and so they are not joking with their security.
Security is tight.
It's very tight.
It's very tight. Thank you so much. Yes, and keep getting us those great people to speak to. So he's assisting Kobe Gomez with the production of this show. You're watching GH today on GH1 TV. My name is Kafui, and I've been joined by a man of the cloth. And this must be Mansa.
Yes.
Mansa, hello.
Mansa. Hello, Kafui.
Mansa, you are from Ebusia?
Yes, I am.
96.9.
Yes.
What is your slogan?
Yewodom.
Yewodom. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Okay.
For LGH1 so and then the live coverage if you mention him fear na Bremo and then in our chair Asanteman council edit to just say Asante Heman and if you could say one pim waka nchinagu etiene enema bebre ne ya de akai saa day na anopai ade ya di kai anopai ne say ye beye awufo som rodi beka say requiem mass ama na Asante Heman Nana e profo bebre nwanwa especially so mu say Asante hini di communion ye fi say ahinsam any Christo sam ni twaka bia bishop una obeye requiem mass no na memfa to just say ye were most reverend Professor Daniel Yinka Safo primate of the Church of the Province of West Africa Anglican Sofo Power o Kumase Reverend most reverend Yinka Safo wa ha Bishop Akwaba.
Yeah, Oba, me bano Eunice.
Bishop, ye na ekrofo bebre bisa say e den Asante Hema wu a ye di na watch that ye di ka ye pa any requiem mass. Ahinsam any Christo som twaka ne dem.
Asama o ne say nana no medi ohima no no ye Christo ni ti so bia waji Christo di e ma ye bo na su ama na oko communion no ye na sadie nyina oye ohima nyina no oba sore otia ne tight oye ne bibia ye ba himfie so be man communion no emra oye emre no otumfo so ne ye fra no na kwa kudua na one na hia hene tie ne nyina no ye Anglican ni obko St. Anne's asore ya bonasu asa confirm no okwa urade pono obedi hini nyina nso okura ne Kristo som otua ne ntoto so dudu obae na ahimfie badada no ne ebubu no ba bia na otumfo pokuare otosumie no atie no e ka chense wadawo mama ya da ba ko memfanya asore oni hina ni fie na ahimfie ho wa sore dai wom na otwimie no bia ya baba ne ya asore man communion eninti oba cathedral oko sentence so a sentence no na kwa me twirikwie ena ma ye di sentence asore no eben ahimfie ase so ohine bia ba akonwa nso no ntimi nko sensipran cathedral otimi ko okwa asore sentence no ba bia enti oye Kristo ni a wafiri mu a ye nyina Kristo ni bia firi mu a ya imano ne ne de ba ye ne de ye nkase wodi hina wie nti wodi hina wie no sabe waye obonsam aye ma onyame aduane ne ba communion aninti na mo hu na ha no
prof na mimusa say unim Nana Asante Hema obeye bishop since 1999 one na saya ede na betimi aka afa no ede na ewo ne ho ema ne ye edanso
oya ohima bia kwasibro ni be kasa nenofo no amansan no mano wo hu wa na odikai asre ama akire se ba na opem na nige ho na nige Kristosom ho okwa woni ne di nkomo a obisa asore no nkoso no ne bibia wa man communion awie no o hyeda yisika ede ma asofo ni nyina afi nso media meni otumfo osetutu a otosumie no na ba bre ba kon ye share me bishop ene ono nso be di hene enti wode me aye ne ba nti ekoma ne ba no communion anu obisa se na wonu aho te se ada ye be che no aka se wonka mo ya che wo munua no ho na o ya Anglican nti so aduru me bia se ye man communion ansan wadidi eni nti o kan no kore ana amamre eni ahinie ne ahema asem no so otiase pa
ede na wo ka kire emabuna yesu mmaa no kanka ne mmaa yɛ esi soɔ ɛdeɛ na ɛwɔ Nana Asantehene ho a wɔsɛ yɛhwɛ esua no
na ɔyɛ obi a ɔba sima ɔhwɛ ne ho so yie tumi a yɛde maa no wamfa nsisi wamfa nsɛe ɔde kyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ ɔhema ma bua wɔnsɛ nipam obi a bɛba ne nkyɛ bia ɔma no traseɛ gye ne tom sɛ ne nana enti mmabaawa no mɛsrɛ mo sɛ mohwɛ mo ho so yie na monsua mo nwoma na monsua amammerɛ nso so ɛnka ho yɛ culture no ɛyɛ nneɛma bebree wɔ mu a ɛyɛ a sɛ esua na yɛn nso daakye ɛbɔ yɛ bra ne duru yɛn nso a na abɛyɛ ɔhema a wo so wɔyɛ sɛ de nyame yɛyɛ no wode abɔbra ahyɛ nyankopɔn animuonyam
my lord yɛda ase paa nyame nhyira Kafui, Nana Asantehene ɔwɔ ɛmɛmu num 5 children.
It's got 5 children, okay.
Yeah, now Odikan, Nana Amakonadu, ɛna Nana Kwabnapo, ɛna Nana Amasewa, ɛna Nana Kwesi Prempe, and son Aketre, the last born, ɛne Asantehene, Otumfoze-Tutu. Unfortunately, 2, Emmanuel Mumienu Pena, Nana Amakonadu, ɛne Nana Otumfo Ose-Tutu a ɔte adwam seesei eti saa nɛteɛ ɛte sɛ deɛ yɛdi kan aka no odi akonnwa no 2nd June 1977 ɛna Nana Asantehene ebedi akonnwa no odi Nana Konadu nyaako adeɛ ɔno na o taking over every ne hɔ na wadi adeɛ no for 39 years ɔna ɛtɔ Asantehene nso no ɔna ɛtɔ so du mmiɛnsa the 13th Queen Mother of Asantehene.
Mansa, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
All right, so that's Mansa giving you a history of the whole business of what went down as far as the lineage and the Asantehemas and her importance to the Ashanti Kingdom. I'm going to hand over to Beswa and then Beswa, can we take it over?
All right, King Kat, thank you. Well, Mansa, thank you as well indeed for our listeners on Ebusia 96.5 FM Ultimate and 106.9 FM in Kumasi. I want to believe that you are listening in as well. Our live coverage from Menchia on the 1-week observance or celebration of the passing of the Queen Mother of Asanteman. A lot of your messages coming through. And Franklin says that, hello Beswa, the team is doing a great job this morning. Can we please check the use of Queen and Queen Mother? Correct is to say Asantehene, meaning Asante Queen. And wrong is to say that Asante Queen Mother, meaning Asantehene Mame. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Franklin, for this insight. We'll check it out, though. Some facts check definitely needed. But thank you for bringing this one to us. A lot of your messages, keep them coming through to all our social media platforms. And this one from Kaswa, you say that I really appreciate healthy you, just what I needed. I have whiplash because of the nature of my job. I'm more enlightened today. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Brian Cox, for that info on the neck issue, on spinal issues, if you like. Listen, if you just joined us, you definitely have missed so much, but we still have quite some time to go. The top of the hour, 9 o'clock, where we leave you. It is still GH Today, and the network is GH1 TV. Our broadcast live from location today has been from Menchia Palace, where Kafui Day and the team is standing by. And of course, I'm coming to you from our Platinum Heights studios.